let's do the fun part of this.
Yeah.
If you were gonna put,
if
you were gonna make each of these candidates an NFL team,
each candidate is an NFL team. All right, we'll start with the ones that I like. Kamala Harris is the Falcons.
Don't do that to her.
She has no quarterback.
Well, in the sense of
Don't do that to her.
we saw 1 week with the old white dude, and we were all just like, all right, so who's the backup? Like immediately.
Wow.
We didn't have, I wouldn't say we had hope, but we were like, look, if this is our guy, we gotta go with our guy. And then he had a terrible performance, and now we're all just like, who's the younger person?
You literally
that's the
said
backup?
he's going to be great because they have the best offensive line in the NFL.
They do.
That was literally a clip.
They have an incredible running game, and
we're in trouble. But
I think he's hurt.
I'm not putting down on the Falcons.
He's hurt.
I'm not putting on Vice President Harris, I should say.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, who's the exciting backup that we can put in to revitalize?
I would put. I hear that point. I think she's such a long shot, in the sense of where she started and where she's gone to. I'd say she's the 49ers. You should win, and
she's
you should
Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm saying, like,
she was 4 years ago.
We're talking about a black woman in this country who became, we've never had one. In the sense, we've never had a Mr. Irrelevant do anything. We've never had a black woman get this far in any of these races. And you should win.
Yeah.
You should win.
The easier one for me is, Donald Trump is the Cleveland Browns.
Go on.
Boring.
He's Deshaun Watson, specifically.
Specifically, just boring, past his prime, and a sex criminal.
I hate that for Chubb.
Yeah. Right. There are people.
Free Chubb.
There are people there that you want to say, what are you still doing? Aligning, get out. Get out.
Get staph infection there.
Yeah, you have promise. Stop attaching your name to Watson.
Cleveland that's a good comp.
Yeah.
Trying to think of another. What's the worst team? They're like whenever year the Lions didn't win a game. That's what Trump is.
They were the 0-16?
0-16 Lions. I went specific year. The 0-16 Lions. There are people rooting for them, but you feel bad for those people.
You feel bad.
That's like they keep showing up.
Yeah.
They're like, this is our team. We want them to win. Like, hey man, this is not a winner. Stop rooting for this. This is bad.
Also, if they do win, what does that say about the NFL?
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, this is not a winner here. Like, I get it. This is your team.
Yeah.
This is who you're supposed to root for. But man, put that paper bag on your head right now.
Jeez.
That's who you are. Anybody and my thing is this. I get the politics side. Like, at some point you got to go, hey man, this ship's sinking. And let me get up out of here. Tax cuts me down. Like, I can't go down with this ship. This stink don't get off.
Yeah.
This stink don't get off. Listen, you can hide. The stink will not get off. What this man just said.
I don't know. I may disagree with that part.
I know, and that's. Let me say this. You're right. Fair enough. If you are a person of color, that stink do not come off. If you white, you don't even have to worry about the stink because you're like, you smell nothing. But if you're a person of color, that stink don't come off. It don't come off. We will find you. We will remember you. And we remember your children. Don't do it.
Jeez.
And that's just
fair.
that's just a day.
I was trying to think of anybody to compare to J.D. Vance, but I don't know a single NFL quarterback that would have sex with a couch.
Deshaun Watson.
So Deshaun, we're just gonna keep putting things on the
boy, the times have changed. Yeah.
Deshaun, Gainesville's own.
That was your boy.
That was.
That's your boy.
I remember why.
That's how you know black people disrespecting somebody. Ain't that your boy? Ain't that your boy?
I saw his first game at Gainesville because that's when I was working for that radio station.
Yeah.
And I remember this was like, oh, this is going to be the greatest athlete to come out of Hall County. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking like, well,
it is the greatest athlete to come out of Hall County.
I mean, Phil Necro lived there for a little bit.
Not even close.
Not come out of, but yeah. Nice try.
But I remember thinking this, watching him play, I was like, this is one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen. And now looking back, Barstool is he a good person? If Barstool is questioning you morale-wise, you're in so much trouble.
Pick and choosing, don't they?
They do.
I'm like, oh, now you trying to see?
Yeah.
Look at all your bedfellows, if you will. Like, what are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you.
There's
did
a lot
there.
of dudes that like, let's not talk about what Deshaun Watson really does.
Yeah.
You know, like let's not.
Oh, please.
I don't know if we need to get on our
Come
high
on,
horse
mi-
about Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I'm not gonna defend Deshaun Watson, but we're not gonna shoot shots that we have no context or bearing. Do you have facts?
About Deshaun?
No, we have facts about Barstool.
Yeah, you can find articles about the way
Okay.
they've talked about women.
You can find articles about people eating cats too, and those are fake too.
No, like you can hear clips
We have got
about
to-
the way they
we
talk
have got
about
to-
women.
You got a cold plunge.
No, I don't. I just have to provide I have to provide like the counter to this because
This is true.
there is another side to this entire conversation in this entire world.
Do we need the other side that
Yes,
Barstool has been
absolutely.
misogynistic in the past?
I don't
No,
care about that.
no,
I'm
you're
talking about the
alluding
cats.
to sexual crimes, not misogyny. They're very different things. They are, Nate. They are very different things.
They are, but Barstool has literally
Hey.
been okay.
I'm not
with,
suggesting that they're like
No,
cool.
but
This is reminding me of my favorite Caleb Simon bit.
Which one?
Do you remember the one? He says Democrats will be like, you can't have sex with a kid. And Republican goes, hey, what's a kid?
What's a kid?
That's one of my favorite bits.
It's a very good bit.
I think Democrats have a tough time defining life as well at this point in time.
I think everybody has a tough time defining everything, and I think I'm.
I
Very,
think that's
I think
fair.
I'm very brave for saying that, and
Get
I'm
outta
very
here,
smart
man.
for saying that.
Hey, get out of here.
Okay, my football players
Yes.
are Kamala Harris is Russell Wilson because she's a little awkward, but everyone's like, I think we have to choose her because she's our person, and I really hope she does good. But as soon as she does bad, they're like, yeah, she was awkward and like not super cool the whole time, but she will find a running mate that makes her better, i.e. Sierra. And then
Current Russell?
Huh?
She's current Russell?
She's current Russell.
I'm only asking because
Yeah,
I threw out different timelines.
One
I'm
year
trying to
deal.
make sure.
One year deal. Pittsburgh.
I think that, and
gotta
there's
make it
probably a
now.
Justin Fields in the wings that people are like, man, maybe.
Okay.
She could be. This other person would be a better anti-Trump person.
Got you. Okay.
And then I think that Donald Trump is for sure Aaron Rodgers. Like, just says the most asinine things that come into his head, and you're just like, I think if you just kept your mouth shut, you'd have a better shot.